Not all of them. Okay.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Wow. Okay.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing is Murray on third down, and that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And
lay down, Dad.
Inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 33. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Murray. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at that.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And a give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now from Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
To number 10,
DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Cardinals 14, 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they're going to be set up in in the red zone at the 15. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cardinals 14, 49ers 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Switch. 20. Back. Check your hot read. He's checking. Crash.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Newton to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because...
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
At the 49ers' 17-yard line.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Murray. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray able to find his running back, Geis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down, drive key.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 11, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
A 22-yard attempt.
McCrane able to knock this one through. And that will tie us at 24-all. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short.
Through an opening, and there he goes.
God damn it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Murray now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. DJ Jones. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
Oh, my God, dude.
And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. This is Mostert. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready? Right there to 3. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day offense.
Operating from the gun. Newton.
He'll drop this down to Coleman.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Young Coleman. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton on 3rd down.
Oh, come on, dude.
But it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Matthew McCrane on for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
20.
On second down, Mostert. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Newton. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Cardinals 44, 49ers 31.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, check. Franco, Franco, Franco. 49, check 49, check
49. Geis for the carry on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a run with Geis. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less designed runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
9-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And Newton's going to keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
And goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's a win.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it.
Boy, did you see that come from behind when?
In their locker room.
Gun raised the Cardinals.
They move back over 500 now.
I was down 20 with 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter and won by 1 point.
The New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.